We wanted to pull together, with funding from Funders for LGBTQ Issues, the first statewide LGBTQ Summit. And it's a chance to bring together all of the different community organizations that are working on LGBTQ issues to work collaboratively so we can move towards developing a common fund and fund the different projects that they're working on. Funders for LGBTQ Issues has been working on a campaign for the last few years on issues in the South, because we know that LGBTQ communities in the South are massively underfunded compared to other states. So as part of the work that they did, they put out a call for grants to do planning activities, and they also have a matching fund that we're going to apply for next year to help build the funding that we have. So Issues Speed Dating is a chance for people, one, to get to know each other, to learn who's working on what issues, to mingle and to mix with people that they might not normally talk to. A lot of times at events you sit with people you already know. So in this case they were talking with everybody and they didn't really have a choice who they were talking to or what they were talking about. So it's modeled after romantic speed dating, but in this case we asked people, how do we involve youth? How do we continue to reach out and involve our elders? What do you do for self-care? Because a lot of times people in these kinds of professions don't do anything. So getting people thinking and talking, and that helped us move into some of our deeper reflections. So World Cafe is a model where you allow people to move from table to table and from issue to issue. So we pulled together a word cloud that is based on all of the words and the topics that people were interested in working on at the summit that they identified in the registration, and then divided them into tables with those issues. So housing and homelessness, coalition building, healthcare, mental health, violence, criminalization, economic opportunities, right-wing attacks. And we asked folks to, yesterday, sit down and talk about what are the issues? What's the data? What do we need to know? Who's working on this? Well, I think at a lot of conferences we don't get that personal piece. And so we kept this conference deliberately small, brought together people that are very active already, but who maybe don't get the chance to talk with each other beyond business meetings. And by creating opportunities for them to network, to have these conversations, you create trust. And when you create trust, it means you can go deeper into the issues. And when you get deeper, that's when you start to get emotional. And so those emotions come up and people have the feels, as they say. And I think that's good, because that's how you know you're getting to the real stuff. When people are able to share, are able to be open, are able to be vulnerable in front of their peers, people that they work with on an ongoing basis, it builds that honesty and that trust, and it makes people want to work harder together. So Foundation for Louisiana has been very committed to these issues as an organization, and we want to build with our partners at the Baton Rouge Area Foundation and the Greater New Orleans Foundation collaborative fund. So it has two components. One is using the information that we've gathered here to reach back out to those organizations and to help build their capacity. So what are their needs? What do they need? Do they need staff? Do they need money? Do they need an office? Do they need access to communication? What is it? And then the secondly is taking those issues and those needs and pulling in other funders, whether they're local funders, national funders, to say, help us increase what we call the dollar per queer, the DPQ in the South, by bringing money into Louisiana to support these issues. And we don't want it to be a competitive fund. We want it to be a fund where we all get together and say, this is the total we need to raise, and then we raise it together so everybody gets what they need.